Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back into another episode of Farm Simulator 25. And we, of course, are on the Homestead map as usual, and we, as always, are on the PS5 today. So, what is it we is up to? Well, as you can see here, I got my good old trusty, rusty Johnny Be Good, never leave out in the rain, don't use more than once tree mulcher. So, just taking a stab in the dark here, but I'm thinking we're going to go do some mulching. Seems like the logical explanation for what's going on. So, how we doing, peeps? It is July the 1st today, and it is Wednesday. There you go. Hump day, baby. Middle of the week. Yeah, she's all downhill from here now, man. But, yeah, so we're going to head her up into that north end there, and we are going to take out some trees, and then I have some plans for that. So I will see you when we get a little closer there, eh? Okay, see you in a short. Okay, and through the magic of a video, here we are. So I want to, and as you can see, I've painted forest ground onto this to kind of get rid of all the rocks and like that and like that. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, getting a small bobcat with a hydraulic, hammer on the front with a, one of those piston drills for busting up rocks, a little chisel on the front of a bobcat, as you go down through the rock type of thing. And I thought, now, a guy, you could do that so that you got to bring that up, bust up the rocks that were here, get them taken out, then convert it over to forest land, and then come in and cut the trees and all that good kind of stuff. Sounds like a plan, but I didn't do that. I just went in and painted out you can see the rocks behind me there along that edge. We'll paint that up too, because that's what's available to us, right? So there you go. But food for thought for down the road there, Debs. Maybe make it so that we gotta bust those rocks out of there before we can go and just paint over type of thing. Make it a little more real, right? But anyway, we knows what we wants. We takes what we freaking gets, yeah, baby. Absolutely, positively, no doubt it, man. Okay, well, I'm going to carry on with this, and I shall get all of these trees out of here, and then the work starts. Oh, boy. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, and that is the last one right here. There we are. Another poor job done well, and all that happy stuff. Now let's go around, make sure I get all the stumps. Anything I may have missed, I think that's everything there. So we got a few rocks we got to take out around the edges and the like. And we'll just kind of paint them out and like so. That way when we come by with the plow, we're not, busting off tines and teeth and like that. Wear and tear on the machinery, right? But you can see what I mean with the rocks like they are and whatnot. It'd be cool if we had like a little bobcat with a chisel on the front, hydraulic, just as a bap, 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 and go down and bust up all the rocks. I think that might be a good idea. Something like that. I'll have to look in to see if they've got stuff like that available, and even if the dynamics will work, because you could have the machinery, but if they don't have it in place that when you hit those rocks, they're going to bust up and turn to gravel and all that, well then, it's kind of out the window, yeah. But either and like that. So I guess you got an idea of where I are going with this. We're going to put in a third tiny little field in between the two large ones. No. no, we're not. That would be silly. No, what we is going to do, kiddies, is we are going to combine and we are going to make one big bloody field from here all the way down. And so cool beans on that. That's going to be the game plan, and that will be, for like say we want to do cotton. Well, you need a large field for that. If you're going to do it, you got to do her upright, eh? So I figure with a couple of three large fields, we can do multiple fields of cotton, and that'll get us a really big, pardon me, stockpile for the spinnery and the like, stuff like that. So, but I mean, any crop we put in there, we're gonna get a bumper crop out of, man. So that's gonna work out all right. I'm pretty kind of happy about that. Now let's get this back where it belongs and grab our implement of plow. Type of ting, type of ting, type of ting. Yeah? Wah. There it is. So how you guys all doing? I hope this finds you well. I hope this finds you with love and with balance in your life. And as for us, same old, not too much changes here, man. That is for sure. A little cooler these days. Last couple of days have been a little cooler, which is, I gotta say, it's kind of nice. That heat wave we had was wowzers. We were up into the mid 30s and stuff. And here on the island, that's hot. That is hot. You start getting into the mid 30s and what have you. But today, she's nice today. Again, just like yesterday's, we're heavily overcast. We got 13 degrees here on the island right now, and it'll warm up. I don't know if we'll hit 20 today. We might, but I don't think we'll get above that, if I'm honest. It's been nice and kind of cool overnight. Had all the doors and windows open. Well, the balcony door, because we're 3 stories up, right? So chances of somebody walking through my front door at night are fairly slim. I mean, they're never zero. Somebody could climb up to the 3rd story up on the outside and come in through my balcony, but well, I'm not sure they'd like the reception they would get. I'm old school, baby. If you got a solid rifle, a good line of sight, and a shovel, I've never seen much need for, involving the police. Just saying. Just saying. All right, let's get to getting here, shall we? And here we are. Oh, righty then. Now, $1. Do we have steering assist? Oh, we do. Now, if I can continue this line straight down all the way the other way, we'll be able to join these guys up. Now, here's hoping. So let's get this over this way. Come on, brother. Get y'all lined up here. Yeah, like that. Now we'll just back you up a wee little bit. Come on. No, not quite that much. Gently on the corrections there, man. Gently on the corrections. Do. All right. Hey. Oh, why are you order? Okay, let's get you lined up here. Because this is the important part, this first row. This will affect everything else that goes on in the field. So you want this one long, straight lines is what you want, man. That's what the NPCs like, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be doing a lot of the harvesting and the rolling and the plowing and the cultivating and oh my, lions and tigers and bears. Okay, doodles, gosh, by golly darn. There we go. Okay, well, let's play, shall we? Alrighty. Hooky frickin' doodles. Well, there we go. That is one long flippin' field. But hey, man, just think of the crops we're going to get off of that. I'll tell you what. And I am so glad I put in this country lane here. It makes a big difference in trying to get this heavy equipment back and forth. And like that, the country lanes are aesthetically pleasing, but open spaces is good for moving heavy, wide equipment. Alrighty, well, let's get this girl back and the like, and then we shall go and get our next instrument, which will be, we'll do some liming, and like that, see if we can't get the old pH levels up. It's it's pretty nasty soil up there. It's mostly silt, silty and what have you, and clay, so yeah, we gotta give her a wee little hug, don't you know? Oh, a little bit of goat milk to deal with. Cool. That's something too. I gotta get that the handheld milk container that we got there. I gotta get that and see if we can transfer the goat milk from those tins into the carryall, and then from there move over. If that's the case, then we can have some fun with that, but we'll see. Best laid plans of and all that happy stuff. All right, let's get everything all kind of tickety-boo, throw a wrench on her and like that, get everything all maintained and topped off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and like always, ba-dump, leave us get to getting here, shall we? Bum ba dum ba ba da ba, Scooby Doo Doo, ba dum bum. And here we go. Okay, now where's Dogface? Tornado. Where you to, boy? Where is he? I'm always afeard I'm going to be running the poor little bugger over. And like that, don't you know? Okay, so we get you topped off with the old petrol. Petit, petrol. Yeah, that's a ticket. Oh my gosh. Oh, pardon, guys. Sorry. The old lungs, Same old. And a day goes by, huh? Yep, and yep. Okay, so now come on around. Do. Wait, we got fun. Yep, and yep. Now let's get you straightened out behind us as best as we can. Doing the baby elephant walk again. Do. Yep, and yep. It's a good thing I can't sing, because otherwise I'd be getting copyrights all over the place. But my voice is such that they can't tell what the hell I'm singing, so they can't copyright me. Yeah. Okay, now, do we need Big John for this? Why not? I mean, John's here, I'm here, you guys are here. Just saying, may as well, seeing as how, and all that. Do gently going. Okay, cool beans on that. Alright guys, what do you say we get to getting? And we'll get some lime going down on that field, yeah? Alright, I'll see you when we get over there. Well, alrighty then, here we is. And like that, now let's just get you lined up and we'll turn you over. Oh, pardon me. Now, who we got there? Oh, it's Morag. Yay, hello, Morag. Oh, pardon me. Oh my gosh. Good fine Scottish girl, Morag. Hard worker, that one. Hard worker. Do. Okay, so let's get to getting on doing some liming. We'll get this down, and then we got to get some tillage down and the like. So, well, don't know where we're going, but there ain't no sense being late, yeah? So what do you say? We'll speed her up a hair? Well, alrighty then, seeing as how you insist. Who am I to argue? Alright, let's get some. Fooled you. You thought we were going to do a big, long music montage, didn't you? Yeah, yes, you did. Come on, admit it. You had. Here we go again. They're sped up. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, I can't do all montage, Got to have a little bit of talking and like that. I mean, after all, that's what it's about. Just kind of chilling and hanging and like that and like that. Speaking of chilling and hanging, I am going to take this opportunity to have a sip of my coffee, and I advocate y'all do the same. Mm. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Ooh, that is good. Warms the cockles of the heart, don't you know? Alrighty, so that's the liming done. Now let's get this old girl down there put away, and we'll grab our next implement of application. Alrighty? Okay, I'll see you in a short here. And there we go. That would be the name of that tune. That is one large freaking field, man, I gotta say. But there we go, another poor job done well. We got our tillage down, so that's gonna help with the nitrogen. Of course, the lime's gonna help with the pH. So yeah, we should be pretty good to go there now. We just gotta get that stuff all kind of cultivated in and like that. But first, let's get this one down back where it belongs. And like that, and like that, and like that. Whew, I can't believe, man, that is a huge frickin' field. That's going to be great. Those size fields, that's like on the old Michigan maps and whatnot, man. It's just huge, flat, open areas. I might revisit, Michigan, maybe Frankenmuth or whatever, and do a solo playthrough. Because when I did Frankenmuth last time, it was a co-op and whatnot, and like that. So it might be fun just to kind of go through and do a single player run through of it like that. We'll see. I don't know. I've been looking at a lot of the fantasy maps, because some of these maps they're based on real areas and real farms and stuff and like that, right? And then you got your modders come in and they do up these fantasy maps and what have you. Much like say, oh, pardon me. Oh, nothing like trying to breathe, burp, and talk all at the same freaking time here. Like Kinlake. Now, Kinlake was a fictitious map done by giants, right? So I've been looking at some of those. There's some really, really cool, make-believe maps, if you will, and whatnot. Fantasy maps, they call them, type of thing. And so I'd like to kind of check out a few of those, but I mean, that's down the road, man. We got lots to do around here before we consider doing that. Hard to say, but yeah, so I've been looking around on various maps and checking them out and whatnot on my downtime. Oh, man. Your coffee is talking back. Hokey doodles. And like that, so that might be a move for the future. We'll see. Oh, wrong button. Nigel. I've just disconnected my sprayer attachment from my silage. Okay, let's get you tucked back in there. Silly little tea-stained crumpet little idiot of a man. You. Oh, well, best laid plans I have, eh? Hey, it wouldn't be me if we didn't make mistakes, man. Keeping it real, baby. I could edit all this stuff out, but it just wouldn't be us if we did that, right? I mean, where is it? You don't want to do hey, look at me. Well, watch me do this. Okay. All right. Well, now I've really got to do a bunch of work here and whatnot. And then they sign off. And when you sign back in, miraculously, it's all done and everything else. And do the editing. And yeah, you got to kind of, show your work, as it were. Kind of, sort of. Even if it's on the side of the page, you got to show your work. But anyway, my friends, as you can tell by the music, we're going to call this one here. So thank you for hanging out with me on this fine Wednesday, July the 1st, man. Yeah, there you go. For us up here, it's a holiday for us today in Canada, because today is Canada Day, and like that and like that. So celebrations all over the country today. But anyway, my friends, as always, you know what to do from here, yeah? Yeah, when you're done here with my silliness and whatnot, seriously, do me a solid. Go find somebody, tell them that you love them, man. Hey, not only will you change their mood, but you could make their day. Hell, you could change their life. And you know what I say, the world needs hugging right now, man. Okay, my friends, love to you all, brightest blessings. Be good to each other, yeah? And I'll see you in the funny papers. Okay, bye for now. Go wash those hands.